Yes, ladies and gentlemen, we are continuing Ash vs. Cynthia in episode 124 of Journeys titled Semifinals III, Valor. Let's see if Ash can turn the tide on this battle, or will Cynthia's strategies be too much for him? This so far is the best episode of the Masters 8. The battles in this episode are both character-driven and shows off some unique strategy. The battle begins with Ash bringing out his Dracovish, who looked much better in this episode than his previous appearances. Cynthia brings out her Garchomp, much to the surprise of everyone else. Ash goes for Ice Fang, but Cynthia dodges it and hits Dracovish with the Dragon Claw up close, and afterwards she has it set up Stealth Rock before switching it out, surprising everyone. She then brings out her Roserade, which is no longer burned, and that's because, as I predicted last episode, it has Natural Cure as its ability. Dracovish then goes for Vicious Rend while Roserade uses Poison Jab, poisoning Dracovish in the process of getting hit. Ash then finishes off Roserade by having Dracovish use Dragon Rush through Leaf Storm, KOing the Roserade. Dracovish is still poisoned, however, and having learned his lesson from last time when Dragonite was slept, but Dracovish declines and shows that it wants to continue fighting, so Ash lets it. Cynthia then brings out Milotic and Ash goes for Dragon Rush with Dracovish, but Cynthia counters with Disarming Voice, a fairy type move. Even still, Dracovish is still pushing through the Disarming Voice. However, while it's doing that, Cynthia takes this opportunity to have Milotic trap Dracovish by wrapping around it. Then, she has it use Iron Head. But if you remember, Ash has already seen this before versus B, so this time he has Dracovish attacked while trapped with Vicious Rend before it gets hit with Iron Head and KO'd. As Leon and Diantha surmise, even though it lost, Vicious Rend did do a lot of damage, and I don't know if it was just me, but it looked like the animators showed Multiscale taking a hit, making Milotic take more damage going forward. Ash then brings out his Sirfetch'd, who immediately takes damage through Stealth Rock that Garchomp said earlier. So in order to get rid of that, he has Sirfetch'd use Brutal Swing on his shield, which sends the shield flying in the air to destroy all of the invisible Stealth Rock. Cynthia tries to counter through Hydro Pump, but Sirfetch'd dodges it and goes for Fury Cutter. Cynthia tries to counter that with Iron Head from Milotic, but Sirfetch'd blocks that with his shield and gets clean hits in with Fury Cutter. While falling back, Milotic goes for Disarming Voice once again, but Ash's Sirfetch'd stand its ground instead and use Meteor Assault, which hits Milotic and KOs it. I really like that battle sequence. It flowed well, it looked good, and overall, it made Ash come off really intelligent. And on top of that, Sirfetch'd comes out looking really good from that exchange. It's able to show off both its quickness, its offensive, and its defensive capabilities at the same time. And remember, while it might seem like Sirfetch'd knocked out Milotic pretty easily, Dracovish did heavily damage it with Vicious Rend before going down. Cynthia then praises Ash's battle ability, especially his ability to think on his feet on what he did to disable the Stealth Rock, and says that she is fired up to beat him and face Leon in the finals. Ash responds that they are going to be the one that wins before Cynthia brings out Garchomp. Ash is still wondering if she's going to Mega Evolve her Garchomp here, but instead, she goes for Scale Shot. Sirfetch'd blocks it with Fury Cutter and gets up close, but Cynthia counters with Dragon Claw, which is too powerful and sends Sirfetch'd up in the air. However, as it's about to get hit a second time in the air with Dragon Claw, Ash has Sirfetch'd use Detect to dodge it before setting up a Meteor Assault. Garchomp then uses Draco Meteor, and Sirfetch'd uses Meteor Assault through the Draco Meteor, and while it does end up going down at the end, fainting while standing up, it does manage to do massive damage on Garchomp. That leaves Ash with just one Pokemon remaining. Cynthia switches out her Garchomp and brings back out her Togekiss. She's planning to go for the Air Slash Serene Grace strategy again that she used against Pikachu, but this time, when she does, Lucario blocks the Air Slash with Bullet Punches before getting up close and hitting a whole bunch of Bullet Punches. Togekiss then gets back up, and when it uses Air Slash a second time against Lucario while Lucario goes for Aura Sphere, it is successful. However, Serene Grace doesn't affect Lucario as he's able to counter a third set of Air Slash coming his way with Bullet Punches. And once that happens, it looks like Cynthia is about to recall Togekiss once again, but in the shock of shocks, she instead Dynamaxes her Togekiss. And that is our cliffhanger going on to the next episode. This was an overall fantastic episode. This was the combination of two veteran animators and directors working together, and it really shows their love of the series. The moves here look crisper, the battles made more sense, everything just clicked so much better in this particular episode. Both Ash's Dracovish and his Sirfetch'd deserve a lot of credit as they come out here looking really strong after this episode. Both looking extraordinarily tenacious. Really, the only Pokemon that hasn't looked great in this battle so far is Dragonite, but other than that, it's been a really fun set of battles. Ash as a trainer here is also looking much better. His unexpected and out-of-the-box strategies and his ability to really combine offense and defense is showing why he is as strong of a trainer as he is. Having talking heads in the middle of this battle give reactions really make the battle what it is, so I'm glad that both Team Rocket and Diantha and Leon are commenting on this match as it's happening. I wish all of the other Masters 8 people would have stayed, but in fact they didn't seem to at all. I know it's probably an issue of not being able to get all the voice actors together at once, but I really wish they would have somehow figured this out. Oh well. Other than that, I really enjoyed this episode. If you haven't already, go ahead and check it out. The next episode is going to be very interesting because everyone thought that the finals would be Mega Garchomp versus Mega Lucario, and that doesn't seem to be the case anymore. I am really looking forward to how this unexpected part of the final battle will play out. I can't wait. But anyways, that is it for my review of episode 124 of the Journeys anime. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, like, share, subscribe. In the comments, let me know your thoughts on this episode. You can follow me on Twitter at TheRealPDGaming, and that is it. I will talk to you guys later. Peace.